So that's from Phantom Pain. And Phantom Pain says the dead man's name is being used to sanctify Israel's war machine. This is not remembrance. This is desecration. That's exactly right. Could you imagine if Jackie O took over the DNC the day after JFK was shot and everybody was like, hey, you can't criticize her? Can you imagine? No, you can't. You can't. You imagine that would be hilariously ridiculous. But let's just show you just how much the TPUSA is completely bastardizing and changing and perverting Charlie Kirk's message just around the Iran war, right? Now, a lot of people think that he was killed because he was standing in the way of the Iran war. That certainly was a big part of it. And let's listen.
Iran does have a conventional military. They are a proud and they are a big country. Possible case scenario is Iran says, okay, you humiliated us. You killed all of our leaders. We're going to go make this a regional mess and try to get as many people involved as possible. They're going to go after Americans. They're going to go after Saudis. They're going to go after everybody imaginable.
That's
just
happening.
To create a big mess and to try to draw the world into it. Because understand, the Iranian people are widely respected and not necessarily...
You never hear that. You never hear that the Iranian people are widely respected. You never hear that. Here we go.
Are always in sync with leadership. But if and when the people of Iran feel like Persia is being defaced and humiliated and disrespected, we don't know where that is going to go. And that's my final reason why I am always skeptical of military intervention. And when a lot of the sometimes warmongering wing gets too excited, you don't know, actually. You need to have a lot of humility.
And here's what they're saying now after Charlie's dead and the war is going full speed.
He also always did have trust with the president, and he would look for the bright side of things. And he was an American patriot, so he would pray for our success once that began. And I just want to...
So once he'd be vehemently again, he would go to the White House and scream at the top of his lungs about Trump and tell him not to start the war. But once it did, he would go, yeah, okay, I'm on board. That's according to this moron.
I know somebody who he told me that he was like, he knew him and he couldn't believe, he's like, he told Trump not to go to Iraq. You believe that? Like, he couldn't believe the balls of him, where I'm like, well, I would have said that. But apparently that's a lot of cojones. I guess it is because he got murdered for it.
Yeah.
I guess it is a lot of
balls. Of course he did, because
yeah.
Charlie Kirk knew the only thing that he had that was worth anything was his credibility. And Donald Trump was about to ruin his credibility because he supported him for president as a peace president, and he's doing the exact opposite. So, of course, he's going to do that. He's going to scream at the top of his lungs because you're wrecking my credibility, and what do I have except that? So there's more. Listen to these morons, Kurt.
It ought to offer perspective on how I think he would have felt about this. And that's not to use Charlie as a shield. That is not to use, say, everything just revolves around him.
That's exactly what they're doing. They're trying to use Charlie as a shield for this war.
Because he's not with us anymore. But I know all of us are feeling the lack of Charlie in a moment like this because he was a natural.
I don't know if you could see that it says, keep pressure up. Regime change in Iran would be a catastrophe. That's Charlie Kirk. And these guys are saying the exact opposite.
Leader of the movement.
Well, I think that's also, like, as soon as all this broke out,
this is the amazing Mikey McCoy.
You saw that social media immediately went to go find Charlie clips because he still is, even in death, like the leading voice on a matter like this.
Well, and I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, and it makes me upset, though, because for these people that didn't actually know Charlie, like Blake, you said it, in private, he would be not happy with the situation. And he would express his thoughts. You would oftentimes see him talk about it on the show. But then as soon as this would happen,
he would come out and flip completely and lie to his audience. That's what they're saying.
Well, if he would do that, he'd still be alive.
The president, he would try to calm people down. And so it's really irritating for me to see so many people on social media.
As Kurt just said, if Charlie Kirk was willing to do what the amazing Mikey McCoy just said, he would still be alive.
He didn't do the thing that you wanted him to do the one time,
and so they killed him.
Have the opposite reaction, to use his voice to actually cause chaos, to actually cause fear of the situation, to actually cause hatred of President Trump in this whole ordeal, when actually that's not what he would want.
Friday night, Shabbat Shalom. Stop.
Veil in due time.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
Stop.
So that's from Phantom Pain. And Phantom Pain says the dead man's name is being used to sanctify Israel's war machine. This is not remembrance. This is desecration. That's exactly right.
I mean, unbelievable. He wouldn't spread chaos and fear. You just said that this lying bitch was under threat of assassination.
Right.
And
Who's spreading chaos and fear?
Remember when they'd say if you like Trump, you're a terrorist automatically? You remember that? And you're doing it right now.
Everything that TPUSA says is a projection. Every criticism they have of Candace Owens or anybody looking for the truth is a psychological projection, and it's obvious.